Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Thursday, March 8th, 2018, day 598 on the road, and we're in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, camping way out in the deep woods beside the Gulf. The shadowy bayou, we're learning, is our happy place. And if it is possible to have too much of a good thing, well, we're working on it. Because just a few days ago, we were in Fort Wilderness. And to anyone who's been there, it should come as no surprise that our first 5 Bambi rating goes to Disney's Fort Wilderness. Now, looking back, we didn't expect that our late winter last-minute fling with the mouse would leave us feeling rejuvenated, younger, wiser, and more hopeful about the future. Disney does a great job with the hope thing, and for that alone, we give it our support. What Disney World wasn't surprised us too. Fort Wilderness wasn't crowded or annoying or tiresome, and it felt new to us. Either Disney has recreated itself, or we entered the parks with different eyes and ears. After 9 days of park and resort hopping, we pulled out of Fort Wilderness with a plan for our next visit. In other words, we had a lot of fun. Now, back to what Fort Wilderness was. But before we launch into the parade of wonderful Disney features, excellent food, and downright spectacular entertainment, it must be said that Fort Wilderness is not your father's campground. It's an attraction that just kinda celebrates, roughing it, American style. But shh, don't tell the children. Fort Wilderness has all the bases covered. Everything we look for in a campground is there. Hiking, walking, cycling, swimming, kayaking, all without having to drive away from our campsite. Most loops have a designated basketball court and a children's playground within walking distance. And volleyball and tennis courts are near the pools. Boating, sea racers, horseback riding, pony rides, horse-drawn carriage rides are all available for an additional fee. For 47 years, Fort Wilderness has maintained a reputation for destination camping at its finest. This 700-acre wooded retreat with 799 campsites and 409 cabins has an on-site restaurant, tavern, outdoor theater, grocery store, pools, bathhouses, and many sweet features, old and new, that keep a fan base of friends and fiends perpetually engaged as if it was their second home. Some even claim they acquired RVs primarily for Fort Wilderness. And Pico had a good time, too. Pet-friendly features abound in Fort Wilderness. Trained service pets have few restrictions, but pets are generally not allowed in or near the pools, playgrounds, or restaurant areas. But Pico loved his daily trail walks and bike rides. He also liked staying safe and sound in his own home while we visited the parks. Checkout is 11 a.m. and check-in is 3 p.m. We arrived to the Fort Wilderness drive-thru reception area around noon, expecting to be sent to the overflow area until our site was ready. But Chris, the cast member at reception, invited us to immediately settle into our quiet and spacious site. The Wi-Fi was fantastic, as was our Verizon cell service. Chris also gave us a pack of DEET insect repellent wipes, but we didn't need them. The late February climate was warm, but the cool breeze from the lake kept our site free from mosquitoes, no-see-ums, and gnats. Our only visitors were squirrels, anoles, owls, buzzards, robins, wild turkeys, and chipmunks. And getting around Fort Wilderness is just a rootin' good time. Campground admission includes unlimited transportation by ferry, bus, and monorail to all parks and resorts. We were lucky to have ideal weather conditions, so the paved concrete trails made our transportation around the park pleasant and effortless. Catching the Disney bus or ferry was only a 5-minute bike ride from our site, and security bike racks are provided at all boarding areas. The waits were short. Usually the ferry was docking or the bus was waiting at the curb, ready to board as we arrived. There are several ways to get to the theme parks. The bus is quick and easy, but there is also a delightful 15-minute ferry ride across the bay that stops at the front gate of the Magic Kingdom. The kind and cheerful ferry people transported us to various hotel resorts surrounding the bay. And our folding bikes alone were perfect for getting to Wilderness Lodge, the Hoop-de-Doo Music Review, Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, Crockett's Tavern, the Campfire Sing-Along and Outdoor Movie, where we saw Inside Out for the first time, Trails End Restaurant, the Chuck Wagon, P&J's Takeout, and the Meadow Snack Bar. Golf cart rentals are also available, and some RVers bring their own. We took full advantage of the many free activities which we accessed through Disney Transit and ferried over to the Magic Kingdom to catch the monorail to the Grand Floridian Hotel, the Contemporary Hotel, and then to the Polynesian Resort, where we enjoyed the Spirit of Aloha Dinner Luau, and then ferried home again, with fireworks lighting up the sky around us. Paddling the creek that loops around the activity area is another pleasant way to spend the afternoon. However, only the rental boats are allowed in the creek. This activity is intended to be a first kayaking or canoeing experience. Safe and fun. Experienced paddlers will finish the loop in under 30 minutes. Families will enjoy spotting terrapins and other wildlife along the banks. There are 2 pools located within Fort Wilderness Campground. The large, centrally located family pool complex has lifeguards and opens at 10 a.m. Now, this is a busy feature because it includes daily Disney activities for the kids. There is a snack bar, and we recommend the turkey wrap, big enough to serve 2. The smaller pool, located near the cabin community, does not have lifeguards and seem to be open 24 hours a day. So, in the early morning, we had it to ourselves. The bathrooms, showers, and laundry room are newly renovated. The bathrooms are spacious, handicapped accessible, secure with key entry, and so pleasantly scented, I wondered if Minnie Mouse had just stepped in to powder her nose. How they kept the showers and sinks so spotlessly clean and dry was a mystery. Until early one misty morning, I spied a green-clothed man leap into his camouflaged electric maintenance vehicle. He saw me too, and with a sparkly smile and a tip of his hat, he turned and zipped away, fading into the leafy forest. Wow, I saw one! I really saw one! Nightly rates, depending on the season and type of site, range from $55 to $197. So, the priciest campsites would be larger, close to the restaurant, and reserved for holidays, such as Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, or 4th of July. Our premium campsite at $153 a night was our only choice on such short notice. And there are no first-come, first-served sites. All sites must be reserved ahead of time. We got our foot in the door by booking 3 nights just a couple of months ahead. But by checking cancellations daily, if not hourly, on the Fort Wilderness website, we gradually added more nights as folks changed plans and canceled their reservations. We could have stayed longer, and next time, maybe we will. Here are the official descriptions of the 4 campsite types. Tent or pop-up campsite, full hookup campsite, preferred campsite, and premium campsite. Each site has different amenities and qualities. Most sites are surrounded by dense natural forest and undergrowth, which gives a sense of seclusion. All sites have a charcoal grill and a large picnic table. Burning wood is discouraged because smoke can be an irritant for many people, especially sick children who are having their Make-A-Wish experience. So only certain fire pits are allowed. Make sure you check for the approved list. Food! Oh, food. Food is important at Disney World, and it's best to plan where to eat. Making reservations for meals on My Disney Experience helped us to schedule our day. Knowing we had a reservation for dinner kept us from breaking down and buying expensive snacks and treats, which can be more expensive than a quality all-you-care-to-eat and drink buffet that comes with wine, beer, and a live performance. Bob, our ferry captain on the way back to Fort Wilderness, reminisced about days gone by when his family camped there for $5 a night. Well, the value dynamics have changed, but not the idea. Some folks think Fort Wilderness was a pipe dream or an afterthought of the Imagineers, a low-priority project that was only allowed to progress due to Walt Disney's carefully drafted plan to widen access to the park. Disney was an admirer of Buckminster Fuller, an advocate of modular, transitional, and sustainable housing, and a futurist in his own right. I wonder if Fort Wilderness is Walt's desire path, the way he'd prefer to access his world of dreams and imagination. And maybe this type of development is something more forward-looking cities should emulate for a world that is increasingly on the move. Thank you for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great week.